Hi, welcome back to the Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is episode 140 of our knitting, crafting, crocheting, sewing, whatever we're up to, needlepoint, cross stitch, whatever, podcast. We're located 60 miles south of Chicago in Bradley, Illinois. You can find us on Ravelry, Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy at Knit for Brains Designs. Karen?
You can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry as Loopy Stitcher, all one word, Lupy. And then on Ravelry, I also have a few designs underneath Loopy Stitcher Designs.
All right. Weather report.
It's hot.
It's not really bad now.
It's muggy. That's
really?
I think it's muggy.
The humidity's lower today.
All right, I'm sweating and I'm not underneath a fleece.
I went for a walk outside today, and that breeze was quite lovely, and you know, I don't like the heat.
Your temperature gauge is off.
Okay, it's nothing. It's 70 degrees out, where we've been dealing with a heat index of
105.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's lovely. Of course, it's going back up again.
We've had tornadoes, which in fact, I've had tornadoes, which this was a fun experience because, of course, we're up in Chicago and we're in an apartment and the tornado warning sirens go off and, of course, the weather's, blowing up, and it's going to come right. And they actually literally announced the area that the apartment is at was going to be in the track of this big storm. And so my husband, being a complete Midwest man,
he went out on the porch and watched, right?
He went right downstairs, right where there's wall-to-wall glass.
That's
and
what I
was
do.
like, "Ooh, I need to check this out."
That's what I do too. Yep. We're not afraid of it.
Oh no, he's like, this little girl down here is like freaking out. I said, oh, she doesn't know about tornadoes, does she?
You have
and I'm sitting on the third floor and he's like, it'll be fine.
Well, you have those people like my mom, when I will never forget when we were kids, the one room that didn't have windows was the bathroom, so she'd want to load everybody up, including the parakeet, into a bathtub.
Yeah.
And then there's me and my dad out the sliding glass door going, oh yeah, look, here it comes. And we actually saw a funnel cloud touch down, like right behind their house. Yeah. And she was cowering in the bathroom.
Yeah. I can remember playing softball as a kid and watch a funnel in the air.
Yeah, If it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah,
But the heat and the muggy heat is what kills me now, because I have to park a little distance away from the apartment and have to walk to it back and forth. And when it's 105, and you get into the car and the car is like in a parking lot, I'm like,
you can fry an egg on the dash.
I'm thinking I might need to wear my fingerless mitts just so that I don't burn my hands.
The really hot days, I pretty much, other than going to the gym, I stayed in the house. Mm-hmm. My husband, however, he was out on the motorcycle because he loves the heat.
Wow.
Not me. Yeah.
I like it when it's warm, but when there's a breeze. Like you can sit in the shade and be comfortable. Still.
Usually anything over 75, no, I don't want to be out.
Anyways,
you know me.
So that's the weather.
I told them the last podcast, I don't like to glisten.
Yeah, that's right. Glisten and glow.
I stand by that.
And I'm thinking, I just sweat. There's no pretty way about it.
Well, I like to use special words. I'm a delicate flower. Mm-hmm. I glisten.
You're a special delicate flower. That's being sweet.
All right.
Can you tell we don't get to see each other very much, just as you guys haven't been able to see me? I've snuck in here a couple of times and made sure my recliner wasn't feeling lonely.
Should have guarded her recliner.
Yep.
Wasn't nobody on your recliner.
Yeah, she got in trouble because she didn't have water ready for me the one day. Yeah. It was like I didn't know she was coming.
Yeah.
There's water in there today.
Well, because I tend to just fill my mugs with ice and tap water because we have a filter on the tap water that, so it's like, so yeah, if Karen's not here, I tend to forget to put it in there.
I will give an update at the end about check.
Okay, let's start with the shop. I don't know how many I've done. I've done updates. We'll just say that. So let me run through the new ones. And then we're also going to really quick just run through other ones that we have in the shop. And we will do it really quick. Yeah. And that's Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. We'll start with sock bags. Yarn. And isn't it cute how they have like all different types of how it's skeined up?
Yeah.
The top is the inside. I have 2 of those sock bags. I only have 1 of the flip-flops left. Again, top is always the inside. Medium bags. I only have 2 left. Summer cocktails. That's what I called it. So 2 of those. Wireframe. Not many. They go fast. But I do have 1 yarn one, and that's mainly because I just added it in there. And why did I not finish zipping it? So 1 of those. Then I have 3 of the summer cocktail ones.
It's really a fun pink as the background.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Like it's just, it's so fun. And then I have the green is the inside as well. So 3 of those. So those are the newest ones. Do you think you can put those over there somewhere? Because we're going to run out of room. All right, here we go. Really quick. Notion pouches. I've got I Love You 1,000 Yellow Daisies, Gilmore Girls. I will not be making any more Notion pouches. So if you want Notion pouches, make sure you grab one. Another Gilmore Girls about coffee. 2 of those. 2 Back to the Futures. And 2 Paisley. Those we'll throw down there. Sock bags. I have, because I just added these in there as well to refresh it because I had sold out. 2 of the Monthly Gnome sock bags. 2 of the Star Gnome sock bags. I've got 2 different styles of Gilmore Girls. This is the first one. And the second one. I have 1 of the Mario ones left, which I can't believe. I have none of the Mario ones left. I'll have to remember to take that out. Circles.
Reminds me of spirograph. That was always frustrating. It looks so pretty, and then the next thing you know, you had a hole in there, and it never worked.
1 of these. 2 of the yarn balls. 1 llama llama. 1 knitting one. And then we have Harry Potter houses. I've got 1 of those. I don't know which way I'm doing. 1 of those.
Gryffindor, Slytherin.
1 of those.
Gryffindor.
And these all have like a different color on the back. And then I have the triangle one. And that has the gray on the back. So that's all for sock size. Okay. We're getting there, Karen. Medium. 1 Back to the Future. 2 Date Mike. 1 Knit Together.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm sorry. 2 Knit Together. Yeah, I
That's
like
different.
That one. 2 Seinfeld. No Soup for You.
No soup for you.
1 Gilmore Girls. This one's really pretty.
I like that one too.
Oh, I have 1 of those. And then I have my little summer bugs. 1 of those. go that way with them. All right, I have some scrappy ones in various sizes. I've got the hummingbird, the gnomes. Oh, this is a different style gnome, different size. And it's a zipper versus the drawstring. Then I went some bigger ones. This was my Busy Bee. And this is actually a pretty good size bag.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Definitely could do a shawl for sure in there. And then I love this one. If this one doesn't sell, I'm keeping it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty. And it's really nice size as well. I have one sweater bag in there. There's that really cute knit fabric. All right, I'm getting down to the end. I can actually pick this up. Okay, yarn really quick. I've got one of the Plum Envy. I've got, oh wait.
Two? Or is that
two of the Plum Envy.
Yeah.
I've got...
And that's in fingering, right?
Fingering 80-20.
Okay.
400 yards. I've got 1,000 Yellow Daisies. There's 4 of those. And that one is also 80-20, 400 yards. So 4 of those. I hesitate to show these because I want to pull these. I've
For
got,
yourself?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a sweater out of this. Rainbow Delight. This is on the MCM High Twist. 80% Superwash Merino, 10% Cashmere, 10% Nylon, 400 yards, 400 grams. And that is Rainbow Delight. So if those don't go this week, I will put these 3 in my stash. And I do have plans of dyeing up some more. I just got a big yarn order in the other day.
I like this little box.
Get that from? It's from my
it's
drawer.
just from your drawer?
Yeah. Normally, like, I have a plastic thing that has these drawers in it. And you can actually, like, I have the navy side out when it's in there, but you can also have that out. But I think that's,
okay. No,
I don't know. I find that gaudy.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of the drawers, so I put like sock bags in one, medium bags, and then the larger bags in the other one. And I just figured this was going to be an easy way to bring these over here because there was just so much of them. So that is Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. So go check it out. Oh, good. All right. All right. FOs?
Yes.
Okay. I only have one, so let me go because I'm sure you'll be going for a while.
I got a couple. Like 3. And no, they're not washcloths. Surprise!
Oh. I thought these were for Phil. These are not Phil's socks. These are my socks. I gotta switch to different. Okay, so the yarn is Nomadic Yarns Tinsel Tree.
Yeah, I don't think he'd want sparkle socks.
Yeah, no. Although he might not know because remember he's I don't know if like being colorblind would affect that. And there's not a lot of sparkle in this.
Yeah.
Me and Brett had that discussion last time. He's like, "Oh, that's very sparkly," and I'm like, "No, it's not."
Not compared to what you're used to from Arkansas.
I'm like, "No, it's not." But look how cute they are.
Yeah.
And that is the Journey sock pattern that I have been using. So, yeah, and I do have the second one. That's all I finished this time because I was sewing a lot. A lot of sewing.
Yeah, it felt like every other day I was like, oh, just got another.
Yes. Well, the minute I would run out of the wireframe bags, I was getting messages. Are you going to have any more wireframe bags? And well, then I was running across the problem that I sold a few of them before they even got to the shop, so then I had to make more.
Yeah.
And those do take me a little bit longer to make, so I was sewing a lot. And then I did have a neck flare-up. Neck, I should say, an eye, because I had throbbing behind my eye. And when that happens, like, I don't do anything. So yeah, I got progress on all of my whips. I just didn't finish much. So there's that. Take it over, Karen.
So a lot of this is going to be, a lot of this might be new to everybody. I have really gone down the cross stitch train.
Rabbit hole?
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. So the first one I will start with is a small one.
I might be able to finish this.
While Chuck was in the process of, we were waiting for him to receive his surgery, of course, I bring small ones with me. So I got this, picked it up at Hobby Lobby. This is Dimensions. Doesn't really even have a name.
Oh, did you see, speaking of Hobby Lobby, that they now have a pretty sizable needle felting section?
Oh, yeah?
So, Kevin, I know you watch. I'm not sure if Ray will be. They had quite a few needle felting kits, so you guys might want to check that out.
Cool. And all finished.
Aw, that's cute.
Even did the French knots.
So what are you doing with that one?
It came with the hoop.
Oh, okay.
It came with, it was a full kit, came with everything except a pair of scissors, really. So I will end up keeping it in the hoop, trimming it off, and then probably putting some Christmas ribbon around it with the Christmas wreath. Making it simple.
Look at me, I'm looking over at my ribbon rack. I'm like, do I have ribbon?
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
You might want to check that out before you go.
Had I been able to get done with my stuff earlier today, I was going to come over here and ask her, I was just going to invite myself. I need to use your iron and your space.
No
finish
problem.
Several, because I just don't have the space right now. Everything's crazy at the house.
Well, my ironing board and everything is always
always
up on
out.
my cutting table.
Yeah.
So,
yep. So that didn't take very long.
Oh, keep going. I don't have any more FOs.
That's right. So the next one is, I don't know if Lena's really going to be watching, but I got this from Cross Stitch with Art off of Etsy. It's called Fragile Masculinity. It's something that she wanted stitching, and it says, I'm too clumsy to be around fragile masculinity. And I finished that, finished stitching it today. It's funny, last night my son was sitting on the couch across from me. He's like, you're almost done. I said, yeah, literally, like I have a flower left and then I will be done. So here it is. Sorry, it's not ironed.
Aww.
Turned out really nice. Really quick stitch. So I got to figure out how big this, what's it say the finishing is?
I would measure it.
Design areas. It says 9.86. That's bigger than that.
Yeah, you're going to need to measure it.
Because I'm thinking about putting it on a, I found something at, I think it was at Walmart, that I think it was, that would work out. Put it in a hoop and then attach it to be a wall, a big wall piece for her apartment. So yeah, that was fun. That went with me almost everywhere. So this last one, I had to laugh because, I watched your birthday thing and I seen the big blanket and
I ended up with 2 Gilmore Girl blankets.
Yeah, then you got something else with the all the different Gilmore sayings on it. Was it another blanket?
Mm-hmm.
Second blanket?
Second blanket, yeah. My sister sent me. I actually used that
And I literally was like, you've got to be kidding me.
As I'm sitting here wearing a loose shirt.
I found this on Etsy from Stitch Area. It's called Gilmore Girls. I picked the smaller one. There is even a bigger one than this.
Oh, good God. I can't even imagine.
And this one's good size. It's going to go into a 14-inch hoop.
Wow.
So I finished this. And this actually, the way this is, makes me wonder. I really liked it. If I might like doing samplers with the different little motifs, because
probably
every little picture was like a finish.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is.
And I personalized it.
Okay, I'm looking at it backwards. Okay, I gotta keep looking here. There's so much going on.
I know. This is the first time she's seen it.
Team Jess?
Nope.
Oh, because I'm definitely Team Jess. Oh, no, because you got Team Logan there. I don't
They're
like
all
Logan.
all the teams
Okay.
are there, I think.
Show me what area, because there's so much going on. Oh my gosh, yes. That is
I
good.
regridded it.
Yes.
It says I need Dr. Pepper in an IV. It's supposed to say I need coffee.
Yeah, but I
in
don't
an
do
IV.
coffee.
And I know she does not drink coffee.
I mean,
she is a Dr. Pepper girl. But yeah, isn't that fun and colorful? It's all DMC. And just, it was a lot of fun.
Beautiful.
I think the only thing I had to fudge from...
Hey, we like fudging.
Yeah, oh yeah. I fudge. I made it work. I had to pull it out several times. It's right here where it says it's a coffee morning. Right here.
Uh-huh.
It's supposed to be all in just 2 rows. And I'm like, somehow I ended up with short stitches. So I put it's like... But it looks like it was supposed to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it looks
that
good.
is the only.
It is so like I swear I could like stare at it for like an hour and still not see everything.
And then Stars Hollows, it's supposed to be the lettering is supposed to be in cream.
No,
and I did do it in cream.
That would not have shown.
And I couldn't see it. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So I went back and I got some white, and I'm like, "No, I'm just going to do it in black."
Yeah, no, I think the black is nice.
So I have no idea what. I mean, I've heard many of these items. You know, obviously the big Luke's cup at the top. You know, what else did I? It's like 1,000 yellow daisies.
Yeah.
Where you lead, I will follow.
That's part of their song. Their
Dragonfly Inn.
That's the inn that Lorelai owns. Kim's Antique is Mrs. Kim.
I didn't even know that they had some kind of knitting or something.
A knit-a-thon. I have the T-shirt. I wear it all the time. Stars.
Boy, I'm real observant, aren't I? Let's see. There's I know this from 9 Out Fibers, the little strawberry Pop-Tart.
Yes. Yep, they like the Pop-Tarts. They were big junk food eaters.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you ever saw Rory and Lorelai eat.
Yeah. So,
I've been actually listening to Scott Patterson's podcast, and he's watching Gilmore Girls for the first time, even though he starred in it. Mm-hmm. And it's making me want to rewatch it. Mm-hmm. And he announced yesterday that him and Chad Michael Murray are starring in a new series.
Yeah.
Like, it's a like 4 or 5 book thing. So I looked it up. It's only on Canadian TV. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
So my Canadians, if you watch it, let me know how it is. I'm going to be like kind of sad I can't see it.
So it goes in this big old hoop that I got.
Yeah, that is. That is, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So that's all I have to do to fully finish that. So
Fun.
I know it's belated happy birthday, and you didn't get it truly finished, and we'll figure out how to finish that later. But I was just like, you pulled out that blanket and put it. I was like, that's the exact same.
That's the one my sister got me. And let me tell you, I was this is getting off the beat. This is a sidebar, but so last night I'm laying in bed and I hear what I think is my cell phone vibrating across the room because I keep it on the nightstand, and it's like strongly vibrating. So I'm like, oh, somebody's calling me. I better make sure it's like mine doesn't have an issue or anything. I get up and I look at it, and there's no notifications. So I lay back down, and this woke me out of a dead sleep. I lay back down, I start drifting off again. I hear it again, the vibration. And I just lay there going, seriously? My husband was snoring, and it sounded like a phone vibrating. So I ended up going out to the couch, and I laid down, got all situated, and realized the ceiling fan was on in there right above me. And I'm like, I'm a little cold, but I didn't want to get back up to turn it off. So I had my Gilmore Girls blanket my sister sent me laying over the back of the couch, and I just pulled that down and snuggled up, and then I was like, wow, I'm hot.
Don't you hate that when you're like, you're too cold, but you want something on you?
So
but when you lay underneath it, you get too hot. It's like, okay.
Well, I had to take it down like off my shoulders because I had originally had it like all up, and then I was fine. But yeah, so I used it last night as my husband was vibrating like a cell phone. Sometimes he pops popcorn
while he's sleeping.
Like his snore.
Well, I know he pops popcorn.
No, like
he
his
pops
snore.
popcorn for me.
Go, I don't know what's worse, like a loud or a vibration like a telephone. It's a cell phone. I'm like, whatever. Okay, but anyway, sorry. This is going to be one of those episodes because like we haven't really talked a lot. So yeah, we're going to get distracted. Yep. And I just did the wrong stitch as I'm getting distracted. Okay, so that's all your FOs?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, wait a minute. I found some old FOs.
Okay, there you go.
You can keep on knitting.
I'll just keep on knitting. Well, I thought you were going to take longer than that. That's why I started knitting.
So some of these, I know I've shown them, but there was one that I had finished. Oh, no. This is a new one. By, I'm sure it's Mill Hill. Called Boo. Isn't that cute?
That was adorable.
I don't think I ever... I lost this one and found it again. Autumn Harvest by Mill Hill.
That was pretty.
And then the cat by Mill Hill. And I have plans for finishing these now, finally. I saw YouTube and I was like, ooh, that's cool. So there's those 4. I actually think I might there's a whole bunch of these pumpkins. I might look to find the rest of them that's out there. There's several of them that I'm like, oh, I think I'd like that one and that one. And do these as ornaments. I thought about, but they were just a little bit too big to finish them. I mean, because a couple of them came with magnets. And I can still do that. And I thought about using them as needle minders, but they're just a little too big.
If you were to do...
And they would wear out, I would think.
If you were to do all the pumpkins, depending on how many there are, you could kind of...
I could do a little pumpkin tree.
Well, you could do that, but you could also do, if you had, let's say these were all pumpkins, it would be kind of like a patchwork. You put them all together, and then you could put them in a frame.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
That would look really cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yeah. Or like in like a shadow box or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. I like the Mill Hill kits because they come with everything. Yeah, the Boo, another Autumn Harvest collection.
Didn't you get those when we went to that one store?
Yeah, these were on clearance. I think at the time I picked up several of these. These were on clearance. This one's called Glowing Pumpkins. You can see there's several of the different pumpkins that are in there. And this one, Autumn Harvest Pumpkin Trio. So yeah. The only thing I need to do though is apparently I've been watching some Major Floss Tubes, and there's a bead bed thing that it has like sticky.
I need to stand up when I watch this.
Put your arm up and down.
Okay. Anyways, you need a what?
It's called like a bead bed, I think. Basically, it looks like a CD case. And when you open it up, on either side is like the sticky material. And literally, you just put your beads on there, and they stick to it until you actually, instead of them rolling around. And you can literally leave them in there. I've seen where some have put some of these have 2 packages of beads for 2 different color sections. So I've seen somebody put on, one side and on the other. So I just thought I'd put that out there in the universe in case someone were to happen to find it at the thrift store.
Well, you know what you can do is just take a CD case and then take double-sided tape
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and put in the CD case.
Mm-hmm. Like some duct tape or something.
No, they sell like a double-sided tape. So it's sticky, so you can stick it to the CD case, and then it would be sticky.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. But
that's all you gotta do.
The whole case
I think you can even get double-sided tape at Dollar Tree, or as I like to refer to it, $1.25 tree.
Yeah, it's not $1.25.
Because it's not. I mean, it's not the Dollar Tree anymore.
No, it's not.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a really easy thing you can make yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Done. That is my whips.
No, that was your FOs.
Or my FOs. Yeah, it's been a while.
I've been
How long
here.
has it been? 2 months?
They've been suffering through with me. Haven't you guys? I brought Brett on to
And he watches the TV.
to get a well,
You want to check out the quality of the picture?
I don't know. He was probably sitting there thinking, it's going. I don't know what to say.
I appreciate it. I was really worried, you guys, because you were like, oh yeah, bring Brett. I'm like, what about Karen? I'm like, am I going to have a spot when I come back?
No, but well, you got to see it on the podcast. But did you notice my little Yorkie thing sitting up on my cabinet? Isn't it so cute? The glitter.
Oh yes,
So cute. Like, oh. Alrighty. My knees are throbbing. Whips.
I got plenty of them too.
I've got a few. Yeah. I need a bigger cart, actually. Because I did pretty much work on everything. I guess I'll go ahead and start, and I can just show you what I'm knitting on. How about that?
Yeah.
So it is another Journey sock, which I've shown the pattern a gazillion times. And I had leftover yarn from doing that hat. And I'm not even going to show the tag because she, sadly enough, is no longer dying. And that is Laura from Ancestral Yarns. And this color did not have a colorway name on it. But I had shown it last time with the hat, and I had quite a bit left. So I decided it was already caked.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go ahead and start a new pair of Journey socks. And I almost have the first one done. As you can tell, we haven't been going out very much lately. Because otherwise this would be done.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the other thing I've done. And I think I mentioned it last time. It was recital week. And recital week, I have to babysit the littles, or the grandbabies. I've started calling them the littles lately. Well, because they're so little, I have to look down all the time, and it flares up my neck.
Mm-hmm. Although little man isn't so little.
Oh my gosh, little man. Let me just tell you really quick what he did to me. I don't know if you were there on Thursday when I told the story. I had been over to babysit the two of them because Alisha had a hair appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And Phil gets home, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go because I need to eat and pack an order and get to knit night. And Phil's like, Peanut was still sleeping, so he's like, little man, tell Grandma bye-bye, wave bye-bye, because that's his new thing now, he waves bye-bye. He looks at Phil saying this and starts crying and comes over to me, and so I pick him up. He gets this big smile on his face. He turns around to his dad, and he does this. He thought he was going to leave with me. I had to finally just hand him over and walk out the door with him, like, screaming bloody murder.
Oh, no.
Poor Phil. Little dude, no. I just want to have a knit night without kids, because for, like, 2 weeks, I've had them with me.
Mm-hmm.
But that was another reason why between that and sewing, that I didn't get a whole lot done.
Yeah.
So, I did get, so Peanut had this was her second dance recital. And
I have to say, though, before you go to the dance recital thing, Alisha's hair is beautiful.
Well, that's good because it took 5 hours.
Oh, my God. I couldn't sit there for 5 hours. Sorry.
Guys, look how cute she looks in her little costume. And I didn't even ask her to pose. She just did this. And then I always give it like a little recital gift. So I gave her a little stuffed puppy
Oh.
that has a tutu, and it has ballet slippers hanging out of his mouth. Did Alisha put that picture on? She might have put it on here too. Seriously. Can you not bring that up? Okay, so this is Alicia's new hairdo that she's referring to.
And the makeup and...
She is still not my daughter.
She is, but she's not.
She is, but she's not. I know she's mine. I used
completely opposite. She's makeup, she's hair. You are like totally like sweats and...
I used to joke around that she got switched in the hospital, but I know she did not because she has a birthmark underneath her armpit, and I checked when I left the hospital to make sure it was still there. Because you hear those horror stories, so I mean, I know she's mine.
Sad,
but she couldn't be no more opposite than me. Like, I'm OCD, she's a hurricane. She's makeup and glam, and the only thing glam about me is my nails, which talk about bright summer nails, right, guys? Yeah, I'm a take a shower, throw my hair up, and put on a t-shirt and sweats, and I'm good to go. And that's on a good day. Some days, like, I literally get dressed and I just put on fresh pajamas. Like, well, today.
Doesn't faze me.
If I'm not going anywhere. So, yeah. All right, you're up for a whip.
Okay, whip. All right, I got plenty of them. I think you should have seen me organize this before. That was quite hilarious. Okay, let's go knitting.
You're not boring me. I don't sit very well.
I'll probably find my... Ah, there's my phone.
She organized everything, and then she lost her phone.
I lost my phone. So you guys have seen this. I had a hoe the last time, and I actually finally got to the point of starting up the next sock. So let me pull up the picture real quick because I will find it in my pile of stuff here later.
It's socks.
Wispo.
It's shorties.
Yeah. Will of the Wisp sock. And that was free. I don't know if it still was, if it was a temporary thing. By This Handmade Life. Yeah, This Handmade Life. This is another one that has stopped dying. And it was a mismatched set. And I already had the first sock done. Do shorty. And the last time I had the cuff and the back of the heel started, and I've completed the heel. And now I'm back in the round in the pattern again. So, yeah. Yep. Just got to finish the rest of the foot. Looks like a big mouth. Yomp, yomp, yomp.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's the podcast name. Big mouth, womp, womp, womp.
Okay, I gotta write that down here.
So we don't forget. Yeah, and about where this is going to be.
There we go.
On size 1s, my chagus.
Womp, womp, womp. WHOMP.
He's going to be like...
What's wrong with you?
We're touched. Hey, it's been a little while. You guys are looking forward to this.
It's hard sometimes to come up, like we finish and then we're like, okay, we got to come up with a title. And a lot of times we don't necessarily like we'll remember, oh, well, we were laughing, something was funny, but we won't necessarily after the fact remember what it was.
Yeah. It was in the moment.
Yeah.
Because we don't edit anything, although... He'll go in and
he'll
splice together, whenever we run out of, battery and stuff. And he's happy to add sound effects and pictures, barfing cats.
Yeah. Cats with hairballs. But other than that, we don't we sit down and we film this straight through.
Yep.
We don't stop, other than if we need a battery, and that's literally, I text him and he comes in and switches it, and we don't move.
You get what you get.
So
Sorry.
Oh, I was talking so much I forgot to do a slip nip. Isn't that something?
So yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
Let me go ahead and tell your finding your stitch. Okay, forever ago, I had shown this, and I had to restart stitching it again. Laura had got it at the thrift store, Another Dimensions Gold Collection, and I was doing the bird, the dove. Well, I really picked it up and went to town with it once I picked up my cross stitch again, and it literally is almost done, but there is a lot of freaking back stitch in this puppy.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful, but I have completely finished everything except the back stitch. So you can see the birds really starting to pop out, but like the flowers themselves are all back stitched, and then up over here, the beak, and then there's a gold rim that goes around on the inside, completely around. So I pick it up and I did a half a wing, and then I put it down, and maybe the tail feathers, and I put it down. But the thing with this, like the Gilmore Girls one, as I went every motif, I've learned that it's probably best. That's when I do all the back stitching. Part of that was easy because that was really part of it. All the sayings and stuff were really part of it. Yeah. Once you did the sayings, you might as well do the trimming around the sign or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Pieces like this, there are so many freaking colors. It's really hard and difficult until you practically have the whole thing done before you can go back and do it. But yeah, look at that.
That's beautiful. Boy, I can really pick out some good kits, can I?
Yeah, that was a good one. And actually, I saw this on Cross Stitch Stash, and I'm like, oh, I got that set. And there are even some that I think I have that book. Oh, I know I have that book. So that's it's like deja vu.
Yeah, usually anytime I see it in the thrift store, I'm like, oh, will Karen like this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I tried starting the one. Stamped cross stitch is probably not my favorite. Mm. Just I don't feel like I can get the stitches even. I don't know if anybody has any tips on how to make a stamped cross stitch look uniform, I think. And probably it's because a majority of my stitching has always been the cross stitch, on Ada and stuff like that. But there's 2 bags of different colors that I have that I sorted out for this kit. It's a lot. And it's this funky, it's this gold that you have to use. It's this filament gold.
That's going to kill your eyes trying to get that in there.
Here, the shiny stuff that is used to trim it out all the way around to make the circle pop. I mean, it'll be pretty, but... So, yeah.
Okay, so my friend sent me a kit from Amazon that she wanted me to do, which she could have really done herself. Just saying, Laura. Because it was actually just printed on there, and all you had to do was do the X's. And she likes Golden Girls. So I started that, and it's pretty well done. I just have to do the second side of her glasses and then her face, and it's done.
Yeah.
So... yeah. Which I tried to do it while I was sitting here, but the light in here is not good. Well, and it was funny because, so with something that's printed like this, they don't print it very accurately.
Oh, yeah, and the edging, yeah.
So you kind of have to fudge some of it to be able to cover the background.
Yeah, especially your OCD, I'm sure it really...
Yes.
Yeah.
And it got hard to see sometimes. So last night, Brett was walking through, and I've got my phone with the flashlight on, and I'm doing like this. And he's like, you have a light right behind you. I'm like, but I needed it right there because I couldn't tell if it was the background color or if I had stitched it.
Yeah, that makes it even more difficult
Yes.
because the background color is going to be the color thread you need to use.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that ended up, being a bit of a pain.
Now, that isn't bad in terms of like stamped, like, you know, a previous printed, but I'm talking about those.
The blue.
Yes. That's on like the weird
They
cloth.
used to do pillowcases and tablecloths that way.
I have two of them, his and hers. My grandmother did for my mom and dad when they got married.
So yeah, I thought I was going to have it done, but
pretty close.
Pretty close. Yeah, it'll definitely be done next time. So you're up again. Okay. Oh, I was going to ask you guys where my DPN was, but I remembered.
Okay, I know this is. Now this is yarn that I got from Flora. This is called Succulent Garden. And you can tell I was really desperate. I was up at the apartment and I was like, I want to knit this. Darn it. So first I didn't think that the sock was in there. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, so I grabbed a mini. I'm doing these cuff down. So I have no idea what this pink is. I have no idea. But I know the other is Nomadic Yarns. Oh, wait a minute. Oop. Day 9. Latza. Latzo? It must have been from the one of my advents. So yeah. I'm really liking the way this heel fits me. Better than I normally use toe up, which, I mean, I can use a toe up and do the same thing. But, yeah. Yep. So that's pretty, that self-striping. See that?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. And the stripes are thin, so I can really go to town.
She likes that when the stripes are thin because she feels like she's making more progress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then I can knit through several stripes. So there's that. Okay. Karen experimented with 9-inch circular needles.
Can you say that in a Ray voice?
9-inch circular needles. That's horrible. Ray does it so much.
Okay, but he has not been doing it well lately.
No.
Okay.
We got to beef with you. If you're going to do it, you got to do it right.
A note for you, Kevin, to pass on to Ray if he's not watching. So we really enjoyed in the beginning when he would totally lean into the microphone and do it really
like deep, a deep DJ,
like a radio announcer.
Yes, that sounds.
Lately, it's been kind of
Mine sounds warped. What mine sounds.
Well, and I knew you wouldn't be able to make it through. I knew you were going to start laughing. So how'd you like those 9-inch circular
I don't.
needles?
I really do not.
Really?
Killed my thumbs. No, I tried it several different ways. Initially, I started toe up. Of course, using my magic loop and which one? The Turkish cast on is what I usually use for the toe up socks. And I got to the round, and then I switched over to the 9-inch circs, and within, it was killer. It was killer.
Well, when I see people use them, it doesn't even look comfortable to me.
Yeah.
I mean, just my opinion.
Yeah.
To each their own. Everybody likes different needles, likes different methods. Yeah.
This was the Haya.
Oh, did you get those when we went to Greencastle?
Yes. These are zeros. The other ones were ones. It didn't matter. Did not matter a hoot nor hill. I'm telling you. Nope. I could probably send these to you, or Laura could probably send these to you. You can have at it.
We could put them in a prize package.
It would seem like they would be nice and convenient when you're going places, but It's
Where
not
you-
worth it if my thumbs, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I tried. And that's funny because, I can hold a needle in my hand to cross stitch and it doesn't bother me. And the needle's pretty small and thin.
Yeah.
But to do this, nope.
Well, you're not holding, you're holding the hoop, but you're not holding,
Yeah.
that
I'm
makes
sure a
difference.
lot of it is the way I knit, the way I hold the needle to knit. I know that's 100% of the way it is. But everybody's different. That's why they sell multiple, double points, circular, straights.
Yeah. I can...
Even the ones that curve, they sell them all.
So far I can pretty much knit with anything but wood. I can't stand wood.
It has to be good. It can't be like, big store.
I can't stand it.
I can't do that.
I didn't tell you, Alisha sent me a text. Do you know her Likey needles?
Uh-huh. They died.
They broke.
I've heard that before.
Yeah. I was just like, I was like, you can contact them. They have warranties. But thankfully it wasn't her interchangeable set.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
one of the fixed ones. So she was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. She had already switched the project to something else.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I have a pair of those. I don't mind. I have a pair of chalk goo because it's the only size that the store had at the time, and I needed that size wood ones. And I really like those because the ends of it spin, and it's very smooth compared to just like truly fit. It's a 16-inch
yeah.
to use it on a hat. But the only problem with that is, for me, the woodens, again, where the points wear down.
Well, my thing is and maybe it won't be so bad now because I don't knit as tight as what I used to. But good luck moving my stitches on a wood needle.
It always does depend on what yarn you're using.
Well, mine, it didn't matter what yarn. It was just because my knitting was so tight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I much prefer the feel of metal in my hands. Yeah. And I tried I had likey ones, and I did not likey.
I did not like
I
the
did not
likey.
likey. So there's that. All right. Another whip for me. So I showed this last time, and after I showed it, yeah, okay. I thought this was the wrong project. I actually ripped it all out. All right. So what am I talking about? The Scotch Broom sweater, which I will be making longer. No crop going on in this house.
No crop allowed.
No crap allowed. Nobody want to see that. And the yarn I'm using is Arkansas Yarn Co.
Ooh, now, see, that's sparkle.
That's sparkled. Yes.
Come on, people. It's about as sparkly as your little material here on.
Butt Bustin' Betty, maybe? Let me see. Butt Bustin' Betty, yeah. Arkansas Yarn Co. Okay, so let me just figure out what's going on here. One momento. Okay. So I showed this last time, and then I ripped the whole entire thing out because I made a boo-boo. And it was not a boo-boo that was going to be easily correctable.
I can only imagine with that stitch pattern.
So then I casted it back on. And this is kind of rolling. There's some knit there, and it is on waist yarn. So basically, like, that would be there. And then you start another one. Oh, which is also done. I finished this at night.
Yeah, you did.
And that would be on the back. So now I just gotta connect them together. And then I will be knitting in the round.
In a row.
And then this will get, these two will end up, this will be on the back. It'll get seamed together just a little bit here and a little bit here.
That is going to look really pretty once you block that and that lace opens up. Oh my goodness.
So, it's a coming along, especially seeing that I took it all out. It was just going to be easier. I'm like, for a minute I was like, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. Well, what I did was, when you get to the one row, you don't turn your knitting, you push the stitches back.
Oh.
I forgot to do that. And then I didn't realize it until I completely finished that section and I got to that point in the next section. And I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to tink this back with all this that goes on when you're doing this.
Yeah.
It's just going to be quicker for me to take it out.
Yeah.
Not really quicker when you have to do the I-cord cast on, but it was still quicker.
Yeah.
Got the I-cord cast on down to a science now. Because, I had to redo it for this one, and then you have to do it again for this one.
Right.
And it's not bad when you only have a few stitches, but I had to cast on like 153 stitches. And I'm like, okay, that takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. I'm on my way now.
That's going to be really pretty when it's done.
Yes, it will. Yes. So, just got to hook those together, join them together, which I had planned on doing today, but I kept getting distracted today, so it didn't happen.
I went shopping in her.
Oh yeah, she went shopping.
I was like, oh, there's this.
Well, and I saw her doing it, and I'm like, hey, there's yarn on the table too that wouldn't fit into the vase. So
now all the yarn on the table's gone because I was able to take what I wanted and. I don't know if you guys remember this project or not. It's been a heck of a long time since I've knit on it. I know I will really wear this because I really love the feel of the material, and it's the VRAC TDK by, I can't read backwards, Jamie Hoffman, and you can wear it with the V in the back or in the front. So, yeah, I really like that. And I am using Cherry Pie Cottage, which apparently she's not going to dye anymore.
Well, she's focusing on bags right now.
Yep. It was from an Advent anyways. I think it was Skellington. It was from...
It was Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before.
Yes.
Like the yarn's going to be able to tell me.
It was... It was her Halloween Advent.
Yeah. It was the main skein I asked for her to dye up. And that's what I'm using as a main... And then I'm just using all sorts of minis from other Advents to mix it together to get the DK. And I worked on this when we went to Greencastle. So I was aware that pumpkin...
Was that before or after the roundabout?
Your roundabout or my roundabout? Remember? It was so hilarious. I was in Chicago.
Oh, God.
And the directions had told me to go to Lower Wacker Drive, and I didn't. And it still thought I was in Lower Wacker Drive. So it had me turn down this street, and it was a roundabout. In Chicago, it was a roundabout.
That's just weird.
Mind you. I think it was really just more like almost like a dead end, really roundabout, but it was just like hilarious. And when the directions said, go around the roundabout, I was like, as soon as I got to where I think the apartment, because I had picked up Megan or the hospital, I texted her, guess what I just did?
Well, they were talking about putting one in here, right?
In front of Dairy Queen, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I hope they forget that.
A cluster, you know what? The traffic over there to begin with. There's no way that no.
Even when they try to shut everything
around here know what a roundabout is. Hey, I did good on the last roundabout in Greenbrier. You didn't not even have to help me. Greencastle.
Yep. So, yeah, I really like how that's going to look.
It's going to be really pretty. Yeah. It's definitely you.
Yeah. So now I'm just doing the round and round.
Round and round, huh?
Round and round. So a couple inches of progress on that. Even though I could have done more progress had the grill and chill been open for us to sit in the lobby. That just ruined the whole trip for me.
Okay, well,
because somebody else has gone a couple of different times.
Okay, me and Phil got to go with the kids when we went.
Yeah, I know.
We taught peanut to dip our French fries in the gravy. Because, we teach her everything, all the things. Yeah. All right. For me, up next is a pair of Point Edwards mitts. The yarn is Lady Furnico Creations in a one-of-a-kind colorway, which was supposed to be green with blue speckles. I still say it's blue with blue speckles, but don't go by me.
It's green with blue speckles.
See, Brett said it wasn't a whole lot of green neither.
Well, you both colorblind.
No, he's not, actually. Or he claims he's not. Sometimes I think he is and I'm not.
I don't care either way. This yarn is pretty.
So I made some progress. Because I was, like, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's still the first mitt. So,
yeah.
It'll get done. At some point. I'm not rushing into it.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
Let's see. Do I have any fun? I have one more knitting thing. And then the rest is stitch. Okay. So I did make some progress too on night shift. Sorry. It's been pretty crazy, having two places and everything's even more scattered than ever. And my son's moving in, so it's real fun. You've seen the yarn that I'm using before. Why is that Joy DK in there? That's definitely not Joy. There's that. I'm just impressed I have this. The Noro Akari. And this is color number 16, and both of them that I'm using are color number 16, so it's the same thing. And this is a 20%. Yeah, I failed mine. 26% silk, 21% cotton, 15% viscose, 14% mohair, 12% wool, and 12% polymer.
I mean, could they get anything else in there?
Yeah. And they even have like washing instructions and the size needle. I mean, it's like tiny. Okay. Yeah. New glasses. Yeah, they work great.
Well, you failed your eye exam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently. So, I made another couple of inches.
Nice.
Of course, Laura can't touch this. So.
Yeah, no, you notice
yeah.
I'm staying way back.
That's really the back. Is it? No, that's front. Boy, I need some directions here again on how to do this. Look at that.
Well, you need
pretty?
A progress keeper so you know which side's which.
So, making slow progress on that. I don't think I even have to really look at the pattern much anymore. It's pretty repeatable. And I think that's the last of my knitting.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the rest is cross stitch.
I will go next then. Alrighty, up next, I'll show the progress I've done on Karen's blanket.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nice and colorful, by the way.
Yeah.
I can't wait until I can use it.
I added a few more a couple more colors, I think. Let's see, where's my progress keeper?
I love the pink and I love the orange.
Wham. So I did quite a bit more when you figure across. Like I usually only work on this one time in between podcasts. I think I worked on it twice this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is going to be very colorful.
Love it.
So there's that. I don't have a whole lot to say about it because, well, it's a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just using random minis and scraps because God knows I have plenty. You're up.
Okay. Now into my really deep crust world. Okay. So the first one is part of acquisitions, and it's been so long. I had to have something to do. So apparently there's this thing called Market that they do in Tennessee, which is basically for all the shop owners and stuff. And it's a big like convention thing. So this was one of the patterns from Market, Nashville this year by Kathy Barrick. And it's called The Moons of 2022. Well, this is a big piece, and she even gives you 2023 at the same time. So I started this, and I'm doing this on, and I got this at Hobby Lobby, is Artis 32 count Belfast linen. Yeah, 32 count. And I'm using DMC. Don't mind my painter's tape. I don't sew, and it's really been, it hasn't really worked out well.
We used to use masking tape.
That's what I need to switch to.
Yeah, painter's tape won't.
It doesn't stick. See, I'm having a heck of a time. But yeah, it's going to be a big piece. But once I get past this part, the rest of it's not going to be that big a deal, but very pretty. So, but I set that aside because I had 2 other gifts to do for 2 friends. Yep.
Is it my turn again?
Yeah. Let's start the other one.
Alrighty.
I don't remember the Etsy shop that I purchased this from, to be honest. Because I did purchase it from a shop. I don't think it has.
They can just Google the name, it'll come up.
I don't remember.
Alright, my next one is another pair of socks for Phil with the wide-ribbed DK weight socks. The yarn I'm using is Leading Men Fiber Arts in the You Betcha colorway. And then also for heels, toes, and cuffs, Mad Tosh in the Dr. Zhivago's colorway. And I'm still on the first one. Listen, not much knitting happened this week. Ta-da! And this will be the 7th pair.
That's awesome.
Once I finish these, so.
And he doesn't even have to wait for the heels.
No, like with Alisha. Well, I had to wait on the heels because of me, because she handed them off to me. And then they sat on my table for like a year. Yeah, so. Let's see.
Okay. This next one is another new pattern that I purchased. It's a Plum Street sampler. It's called Abominable Bundle. And I got it from GaronToteSBags.com, which they are also doing a Plum Street sampler designer of the month for June. It's almost, for June. That's the designer of the month. I'm doing this on...
Oh, I was like, what in the world just fell?
Picture This Plus 16... No. 36 count. It's the 16th of the yard. And all I got is the very bottom started. So this is my first time using not only that, but fancy floss. I got all the colors for the classic Colorworks. So this is what this will look like when it's all said and done. Those colors. We got Muddy Puddle. And what is this? Pine Needles, Weeping Willows, Sticks and Twigs, Black Coffee. This is pretty. Crab Cakes. I like that variegation on that one. Snowball and Blue Beatrice. There are some other DMC's colors that I still need for it, but I did get it started. So I started that the other day. I like the 32 count better than the 36 so far. I really have to take my glasses off and like have this in front of my face when I go to do it. And this is also using just one thread. So, and you're supposed to use one thread. So we'll see. My first real, like, I would say upgrading in terms of the level of, you know, not really using Ada, because this is a hand dyed.
I was gonna say, am I gonna have to start hand dyeing your floss too? You're gonna get real fancy.
Yeah, all of this is. I mean, the linen is hand dyed. The trying to see if this is Edinburgh linen. I don't know if that's the color. Opal Edinburgh linen. I don't know. I just picked it because I thought it would work.
There you have
it. It's like a brown. It's got some almost some gray undertones to it. There have been several yarn dyers that have crossed their pond or the line into, you know, dyeing floss and linen.
Well, if you have dye stuff, you got
Forbidden Fiber Co. Leo and Roxy, Legacy yarns. All do one or the other or both, which I thought was interesting.
My next one is the Lounging Top by Hobie.
Ooh, a Hobie top.
Yeah.
She has some different constructions.
Yeah. We discussed this last time. My mind doesn't think like hers.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this ever gets done. Because my mind doesn't think like hers.
Mm-hmm. It's cute.
County Fair by Sparger Yarn Co. Still working on that same piece, guys. But I did do a little bit on it.
No progress keeper.
So I have to get this to 6 inches. I'm getting close.
Yeah.
So, and then, I don't know. I've got to follow directions again. Or try to.
Yeah.
We'll
Just
see.
take it one step at a time.
We'll see how that goes.
Don't look too far ahead.
Oh, I don't look far. I don't look ahead at all. So that's why, like on that one, I don't know what's coming up on the poncho. I don't know how it gets seamed up because I don't read ahead. There's there's some guarantees in my knitting. I will not read ahead, and I will never swatch.
Well, sometimes if you go to read ahead, you'll never start. Yeah, you'll scare yourself from the pattern and never even start it. Instead of just taking one step at a time.
Well, I did read a little bit ahead, enough to know that thankfully I do not have to do this again.
Oh, good.
I end up picking up stitches somewhere, so that's good because I had an issue with that when I started it. So, all right, you're up. Let's see. I'm running out of room over here.
Is that? That can't be it.
Are you out? Are you tapping out, Karen?
I'm tapping out. Believe it or not, everything else is like Paul.
Well, I think I only have
acquisitions.
I only have one left. So
okay,
you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, I had several big pieces that I did here,
which I had to.
Was
I said something about it last time. I had to move it to my wireframe bag because I have to use my bag. This is a Casapinka pattern. What was it called? Pinions. It's a poncho. I've shown it quite a few times. I am literally down to, which I could have had this finished, but I didn't want to deal with blocking it and trying to figure out the seaming. So I set it aside. I'm literally down to one section and the border.
This is pretty too. Alisha will love this.
So, hold on. Okay. This is my progress keeper. So I did all of that this time.
Oh, down here.
Right here. It goes this way. So, progress keeper here. So I did all of this.
Wow.
But we can turn it on its side now and just kind of show it. So, there's that.
Peekaboo.
Yep. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I just have one more section, so you figure, like that much, and then the border, too, on that. And then I have to block it and actually finally look at the instructions to figure out how... I did see something about lay it on the floor this way, fold this way, fold, and yeah, I'll figure it out.
Do you have to block it first before you do the seaming, or does it say...
Yes, yeah. I believe so. I believe it did say to block it first, which I would, even if it did not say to do that. So, there's that. All right, that is all the whips I have. Let me look at my note. Oh, no, I will.
Do you have any coupons?
Yeah, we have
or announcements?
one. I have one coupon code. And that is for Amanda Wright Cole on Ravelry. If you use code KFB19, you'll receive 20% off in her Ravelry shop. All right, and then I have one announcement, which goes along with, well, I mean, it doesn't go along with it, but yeah, it ties in with some of my acquisitions. But Cherry Pie Cottage, we have mentioned her, a time or two.
Yeah.
Beautiful yarn. She also makes bags. They have a podcast. Starting on June 27th, she is having her Christmas and July sale. All yarn will be at least 15% off. And she is on Etsy, and that's Cherry Pie Cottage. And I will show you her tag later on as I'm showing acquisitions. So there's that.
Okay.
All right. You can go ahead and go with acquisitions because you have a ton and I only have a few.
So I have what I purchased from Greencastle in addition to my mini adventure into Etsy and for my cross stitch. So I dare say this might look relatively familiar to another podcaster, Kevin. I think it was Kevin that got this, not Ray. Jack Frost. It's the exact same. This is Going Gnome, and it's a confident beginner.
You're confident, huh?
Yeah, I love my little gnomes, so I figured my gnome will... I've never done it before.
But
we'll
she's
see. GoingGnome.com. Happy felting.
It's easy. Just watch your fingers.
Yeah, and I also got the foam because that did not come in with the kit. But at the time I got it, I got these things. I needed things to stab. This is a limited edition Snow Family felting kit. Kraminsky Snowman. This kit is not intended for small children. Needles are extremely sharp. Use
they
caution.
They will draw blood, I can tell you that.
And this is a little cute. This is a beginner's, I'm sure.
Yeah, because with
It's
it
got
being
everything.
the circles.
I get to make all three little snowmen, and it's even got for their little hats. So you can see at the top there's a little for the... So, yeah. I got that. So, the little hoop. I bought some adhesive back felting paper to go on the back of my... the little cross stitch stuff that you guys saw. So for my finishing, which I thought was a genius idea. And then I thought this was a good idea, but it's a little far for me to reach.
My foot's going to sleep.
So it's been a while, peeps. Look at what I got from Laura.
The crocheting Hoovian, not Laura me.
I stab things for fun. Knit for brains. Huge tote. And it's full of goodies. So let's go this way. Okay, when I got here's who I got the moon. Moons of 22 was from Hollis Hand Create on Etsy. Hollis Hands Create. I also purchased Cream and Sugar. I think this is 32. 36. Again, 36. It wasn't quite big enough to do the actual moon of 22 on. I thought it was, but adding and it wasn't. So I'll use it for something else. So I got that. Trying to go through this a little quicker. I got from Homespun Sampler. I finally pulled the trigger. I got the Perry Schooler All Hallows Eve. Now, if that doesn't scream Karen, I don't know what does.
That does.
Yeah, that screams Karen. And she even gives a free chart to go with it for the purchase, so I thought that was nice. Here is the other one that I purchased from Garan Toten Bags, and called Bigfoot Bunch by Plum Street Sampler. These are both really kind of like husband related. Actually, all three. The Moon's one, he is really into like astrology and all that stuff. So these three are really more for him. Still haven't figured out how I'm going to finish them, but that's that. I don't remember if I showed these. From 123 Stitch.
No.
49.
You have not.
Okay. I saw these actually before Chuck was... This is when he was on the lung transplant list, right around that time. And this is called Three Little Words. It's a series by Lizzie Kate. You have to buy all of the cards. You don't have to. You can just, they're all small separates if you want to. But I got them all because I'm going to do them all together and with a border to go around. So this one says, forgive, move on, think happy thoughts. Be kind, always enjoy every moment. Let's see, that's the first one. Be kind. You've got this. Be you. Bravely. So as you can, this is really some positive thinking. Today, choose joy. Keep it simple. Never give up. Make it happen. Dreaming is free. Believe in miracles. Embrace the journey. Life is good. So that's literally the order that they came out in, and I will be doing them in that order. Your phone is going crazy. Yeah, well, you know, check and wait.
Okay, I was going to say.
It's probably where'd it go?
I have no idea. Don't ask me. I'm ready to Kitchener my toe, but I don't have a darning needle here.
Are you done with your podcast? That was the question.
Yeah, that's not important. So I finished it while I was on here, but I don't have a needle to Kitchener.
Okay. Next. Course to do. Oh, this one was also. This is the last piece I got from Garan.
That's you.
By Autumn Lane. Hocus Pocus. So me. Yeah. I love me some Halloween. You want to go through some stuff?
I don't have much. Oh, here. Wait. I got something for you. I did some thrifting. So first off, this one's for me.
And it's funny because not only her, but Brett is on the lookout for stuff for me too.
Oh, yeah. So I found this kit at Goodwill
Uh-huh.
for $1.99. Actually, I think it was half off that day. So I think it was $1.
There you go.
And it's very fitting.
Yep.
So, but then I got you this. And I found this in the toy section.
In the toy section?
People don't know, I guess. The workers don't know what it is.
You got this for $3.99, but even, that's got all the flosses in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have 2 of these.
And they're actually numbered.
Yes. I have 2 of these that are completely full. And then another one that's half.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever need any.
Yeah. I might go shopping tonight before I leave.
I have a ton.
Yeah.
I think that might be...
I do too, but
my Goodwill, maybe? Okay. And then I did buy one skein off of a D-stash of DK for socks for Phil. Hand-dyed yarn, never heard of them before. ZZ Textiles from Memory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never heard of them.
It's called The Woods. And it was just different than anything I had. And I waited until the very last day when she marked everything on her D-stash to $10.
I'm believing it.
And I'm like, okay, now I'll pick that up. So there's that. I only have basically one more thing here, so let me...
Yep.
And then I received a birthday gift from Jenny of Cherry Pie Cottage. Oh, she made me...
Oh, cool.
One of her new style tote bags. With, if you guys remember, she made me a t-shirt with this on, and I told her I wanted a bag. And then on the other side, which I did not know about until it came, look out, Brady.
Cool.
Has my initials on it.
You hit it out of the park. Blue and flowers, and
then there's flowers, blue in there. And this thing is huge. I brought it to Knit Night, and I had, literally I had 3 normal, 2 sock bags, a medium bag, and my big wireframe bag. All in here, along with, my wallet and everything, and I still had plenty of room. But then she also sent me a skein of yarn, a DK, for doing full socks, her trick-or-treat yarn, which is going to be perfect. And here she is. So, Cherry Pie Cottage on Etsy. Remember, she will be having that Christmas and July sale. And she has beautiful yarn.
And podcasts, same.
And then she had sent me also some DK, which was part of her Cozy Up mini skein set. So I got that. And then she sent me some of... This one is the one I had definitely asked for. This one is... Yes. Yeah. This one here is For Peep's Sake from Mustache Yarns. And then this one is The Lemonade Shop, DK Toxic Oreo. So there's that.
That's fun.
And yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
I tap out.
All right. Sit back, guys. Karen has a lot. It's been a while. And I forever haven't really bought a whole heck of a lot of stuff. So, this is to go with the Bigfoot. Also from 123, I got 36 count. Color is cut off. Some linen. Gray. It's basically stone gray.
Gray.
Yeah.
It's gray.
It's gray. I know it's hand dyed, but I really can't tell color and something. 16th yards, 96. Smith Edinburgh linen. Yeah, it's the Edinburgh linen is the kind of linen, but it doesn't say the right color. And for this, here are the colors for Bigfoot. That will be happening. I don't know how to do this. Well, these Lost Tube people, they know how to do this. I have a hard enough time with yarn. Pea pod, pine needles, hickory sticks. This is a pretty color again. Persimmon. Cinnamon toast. Oh, Karen, you almost got it. And black coffee. And again, there's some. So yeah, there's those. That'll be nice. So that's almost fully kitted up to do that. It's enough to start.
I have to say, this chart's for the visually impaired. It's perfect. That's a big chart. Yeah. I dig it.
And it's in color and everything.
Yeah.
You can't
that's awesome.
Sometimes it's better to do in color than have all the different symbols, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see. And then for the Lizzie Kate, I had to get a large size of Ada.
Cheesy Pete's.
Yep. This one is... all we have... oh. 2.5 yards. Oh, this is Ada lamb's wool, 16 count. All we have at this time. I hope it's long enough for me. I know it's wide enough, but I just wonder how long it's supposed to be. Because she put a note on there. That's all they have. Unless they just went ahead and give me what was left of that at the time. Kind of like the end of the bolt kind of thing. So, there's that. A couple weekends ago, Joanne Fabrics had a sale on DMC. And I bought all the colors to be able to do all of the Lizzie Kates. So there's all those colors. And there's a few more in there that I couldn't. So I got those. I think we're on sale for like 40 cents. I can't remember if you gave this to me or this one, or was that with Sandy? 18th count from Goodwill. $1. 15 by 18 piece. That's a good size piece. I know that you found this.
Yes, I gave you that.
Holiday mini kit collection, Christmas stocking. This tree kind of reminds me of Whoville and Christmas balls. I always like having smalls with me. They're easy to carry, especially if they're all in a kit. And then I went to this, what I thought was a cross-stitch store, which I should have probably read more into into what they really carried, and it was more like a needlepoint store. And they commissioned artists. It was quite pricey, I thought. Even yeah, it was quite pricey. But I got these little, they're called Stitch Ups by Alice Peterson. This is 7039 Red House round ornament, and it's got the actual, it's printed on the mesh, so you basically just kit it up and glue it together, I think, to make the ornament. And this one is a little Christmas tree, same designer. I got those two. But it was nice to get away from the hospital for a little bit. And I think you found these for several things of Ada cloth. Green and pink. Different counts. I had that. Is this a new one? Yeah, you found this one too.
Yep.
Little turkey. That'll take up that'll be a night. And then
Brett found those.
yep. See, I told you, Brett's even looking out for me. So when we were at Greencastle, I also got some Black Cat. This is Every Day is Like Sunday. This is all DK, Essential DK. 100% superwash. And this color is Nimbus. This is Harlot. I love that red. And this is Drama Queen. And this goes into a rectangle shawl by Imagine Landscapes. I might have to modify it. My yard just isn't quite as much as the it calls for yardage wise, but you never know. Sometimes they give a little bit an extra cushion, so I might be okay because each of these are 231 yards. So we'll see. We'll see. If all else fails, I'll just make it thinner, not quite as wide. You still with me? And then I was gifted and some D-stash too. Fireball, a Yowza,
Miss Babs.
Light worsted. Look at those colors. Do you think she knows me a little bit? I would say so. And I think this is the color you wanted some of.
Yeah, I want the second half.
McGonagall. And who is this? This is Nomadic Yarns.
I just want enough for the Journey socks, so I don't need much.
Sparkle. Oh, this was from her Advent last Christmas. Sheriff Woody. The full skein. And I won't go into the whole. I have that in here. Cinderella Castle. 80/20. What else is full? Here's another Nomadic. Ghoul School. Those fun bright colors. Anna likes those colors. She really it's like, oh, what are those pink and green socks you're doing? Those, I like those. So I know I can make her some socks. I know there's another. Here it is. Biscotti Yarns. I don't know if this has a number or what.
No, there should be a colorway on it. Right here. Uniform de Sorcerer?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Uniform de Sorcerer. And I already did that other. Yeah, the other one I already scanned up. And the rest are all the minis from her. Another one. But hey, you never know when you might. This is 22 count. 12 by 18. So some good size. Oh my God, we have a mess.
I'm like him. I'm a disaster over here. Me.
Usually I'm not like that, but yeah, this time around I'm. Let's see. I can't remember. Yeah, I had finished all these.
Yeah,
I finished all of them. Okay, I just need to use my sticky felt to finish them off. That's it. Did you guys miss me?
My gosh. I just sit here and knit. I needed a darning needle so I could have Kitchener that toe.
So you went on to the next.
So I just went on to the next item. I'm like, I'll just sit back and let her keep going.
Yep.
Okay. TV watching.
Oh, my word.
So, pretty much everything's over. Well, for the season. I did finish watching Legacies, which was actually a series finale, so that's completely done. I am still watching MasterChef Junior and MasterChef Comeback. And America's Got Talent is back on, which is hysterical because the other night I was watching it, Brett was in making tea, and I think he was watching it more than me. And then I'll see an act like I know he'll like, and I'll be like, honey, go out here. I'm trying to think of what else. I'm still working on The Profiler. I'm almost done with Ozarks. There was only 4 seasons. I'm on the 4th season, and I only have 3 episodes to go, so that'll be tomorrow. That'll be done. I thought it might be today, but I got busy and did a few things and went out for a walk and that sort of thing. So, and kind of, I can't stick that in my mouth. It's still hot. And we kind of did a pre-setup of the room for podcast and whatnot. Oh, So You Think You Can Dance is back on. So I started watching that again.
It's been forever since I've watched that.
I'm still watching Come Dance With Me. That is really good. I did try that other one. What's it called? Dancing by Yourself or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not really an ongoing competition. It's just each time is. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy that. So yeah. I'm not continuing on with that.
Where are you finding some of these? I don't think I've even are they on the streaming channels?
No, regular TV right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just happen to see them advertised when watching something else or,
Yeah.
A lot of times during Days of Our Lives, a lot of stuff gets advertised, which I'm actually caught up on that too, amazingly enough.
Yep.
So, yeah. But, yeah. That's pretty much all I've been doing, watching. And then just been babysitting and sewing and, yeah. Not a whole lot of knitting.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. I got caught up on all the FBI's. Still on the fence about FBI Most Wanted. Gotta say.
So
I know we're having
different opinions. So what's his name again? Is it Dylan McDermott? I did not like him on the new
Law and Order.
Yes. Didn't like him, and I figured out why. Okay. So on there, he was an uptight guy that always wore a suit and greased back hair. And I'm not a gal that likes a guy in a suit. In FBI's Most Wanted, he's in t-shirt, jeans, got tats showing, leather jackets, kind of rough. I love him in it.
And I think he's cocky in there.
And see, that just goes in with the bad boy, though.
And the fancy car they have him drive. I'm not quite.
I love him in it.
Can quite be convinced about the backstory that they've done with him so far. I don't know. I'm still.
I'm quite enjoying it, guys.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'll still continue to watch.
But you never really said anything about him on the other on Law and Order.
I hadn't watched him on that, so
I did.
That's part.
So you might like him on there.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That was what I'm thinking. We might just be opposite,
right?
on the roles we should be playing.
Yeah, that's funny.
I've been enjoying him on it. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
There was a guy on the Wheel of Fortune the other day, and you could tell that he had tats going all the way up on his head, and he looked like Mr. Rogers with tattoos. He had tattoos going over here. And then he had a white collared shirt with a V-neck sweater. I'm like, that's really a contradiction.
Now see,
and I was like, I don't think so.
I can't say
he won too, but
I don't like
hilarious.
I don't like excessive tattooing. Okay. But ain't nothing wrong with a nice muscular arm. With tattoo or even a sleeve.
Right.
Like
he went all the way up
one
the neck,
on the
and you
neck.
could tell,
okay, whatever. But yeah,
and you
I
could
don't
tell
like
there
it
were
up.
some up.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why this reminded me, but it reminded me. Probably because we're talking about likes and dislikes, and I've talked about it before because we went and saw Chris Daughtry. In what was it? I don't know, a couple months ago, and loved him as always. I mean, no complaints there. Really wish he'd shave his beard, and I said that.
Yeah.
He finally did. Yay. Unfortunately, though, probably by when I see him again, because I got tickets again. I'm so excited.
That doesn't surprise me.
For July. It'll probably be grown out again, but that's okay. Oh, and we did finally decide we're going at the end of this month to Kentucky and Buc-ee's. So we're very, very excited about that. Back to you.
So I've been watching a lot of FlossTube. Sunshine Stitchers, Just Keep Stitching, Flora and the Cereal Starter, or Brenda and the Cereal Starter. And many others, really finding out how far that craft has advanced since I used to do it. I have a list, very long list. A lot of them are Halloween themed, autumn.
Yes, I just rolled my eyes.
But there are some others I like. I'll like when like the winter, not necessarily very Christmas, but like the snowman and the winter scenes and stuff like that. I like that too. So we'll see what happens when that stuff starts hitting the ground flying. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. What else? I watched the last...
There's fireworks outside. I keep hearing something.
I guess so. I hope that's fireworks.
Or gunshots.
One or the other.
Well, you heard about them all last night, right?
Yeah, well, everywhere I seem to go, there's been, gunshots or craziness going on.
Yeah, it's fireworks because it just got kind of...
Yeah, that's fireworks. What else? What movie did I watch? Oh, the latest Fantastic Beasts, the Dumbledore. I watched that. Wasn't as thrilled about that one. I didn't think it was as good. I'm sorry, Johnny Depp needed to be still kept in it. The other guy just didn't do it justice.
I can't stand Johnny Depp. Let's not even go there. But isn't it also just getting to be too many?
No, I think the story fell flat for me. There were a couple of things.
They tend to as you keep going and going.
I get that. They're doing 5, so that was the third one, and I hope the next one picks up a little bit better. For me, the story is really around more so Newt's fantastical world, and they didn't do enough about him being just the story. It kind of fell flat for me. What else did I watch? I can't remember the name of that movie. Gosh, dog it.
Okay, I am excited about.
So obviously, it was really good, but I'll watch it again.
I am excited about the new Minions movie. I'm taking Peanut too. And it actually looks pretty cute. And she finally calls them Minions instead of bananas.
She's advanced behind bananas.
She used to call them bananas. When you'd ask her, what do you want to watch, Olivia? Bananas. Now she'll tell you Minions.
I got Chuck back hooked on Stranger Things. We have yet to watch all of season 3.
I've never watched it at all.
So we started at number 1, so we got through 1 and 2. He's not a big binger. I could have sat and watched, all of it, and that's part of the struggle for me. But I was glad that I had gone back because it had been so long since I tried to start watching 3 without either him or Meganna that I needed to go back. So I know that's going to be really good. 3 and 4s are, because 4's just now coming out. there's a baking show on Netflix that I started watching that it's okay, but it's a little, it's sad. They're a sad attempt at a baking competition. I think that's about it, really. And that's it for me for TV. How about you?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay, last thing.
You know, I forgot to tell you. Hold on a second. I forgot to tell you. I might have bought another puzzle.
The other puzzle's still sitting on the card table, all put together, except for the one.
Well, Brett keeps asking about that because he's like, if she brings it over, I can fix it. Okay, he's gonna make a piece.
I will glue it together to bring it over.
I got another yarn puzzle. Brett says he's gonna do it with me. It's not as many pieces this time.
Okay.
But I asked him, I'm like, will you do this with me? It's like, yeah.
It's just so funny because she's had a hard time with colors. She doesn't like puzzles. She'll do a diamond painting.
Oh, I didn't bring my diamond painting in because I meant to, because somebody asked me about if I was still diamond painting. Yes, but it's very sporadic. I basically leave it out on the kitchen table on the easel, and when I'm waiting for Brett to get ready and I'm already ready, I'll do a little bit of it, but it's not like a prominent. I can't sit on the kitchen chairs for very long.
Yeah.
I lose feeling and, well, everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I get that. So Chuck, I know you guys have asking how he's doing. On April 22nd, he received a left lung. He went through the surgery with flying colors. He was in the hospital for like a week and a half. And then he went home for a day. And then he was back in the hospital for another couple of weeks.
So it's basically been a lot of back and forth.
And he went home, and he was home for a few days. And then he went back in and had a major infection. And they kept asking him, if anybody was else was sick at the house. And he said no. And he said, well, you had to drink the water, and who else is drinking the same water? Well, my wife. Well, she's not immune suppressed. And he's like, well, yes, she is, because I have lupus, and I'm on one of the drugs he's on. So I'm like, if he had it, I had it. So he had to have gotten it at the hospital, because it was literally not too long after. So something happened in the hospital, I think. And then he was in the hospital 2 more times. So basically, since April 22nd, he's been finally at home since last week. He's still at home. He's doing a lot better. Regardless of how he feels, he's not showing any signs of rejection. In any of the instances. In fact, some of his medications, they were having a hard time because it was going too high, too much of the medication. He came home without
oxygen.
Without oxygen. In fact, let me show you guys a picture. This is him after surgery without oxygen before he even left the very first time. So he walked out a week and a half after having one lung, no oxygen, no allergy medications, no asthma, breathing treatments. The only thing he had to resume was his CPAP. It's still a little weird, him not being trailed by...
Wow.
by a tubing. We had a special name for it, which I will not.
Yeah, I'm going to say that this would keep it family friendly.
It's family friendly, so it was much of a jerk. Because he would trip on it, it would get caught underneath things. One time he almost got caught in the bathroom because the lip of the connection got caught underneath the door and nobody was home till out, so he almost got caught on the inside of the bathroom, the laundry room. So that's a little weird, and it's kind of scary too, because he's been dependent on it for a year. But of course, without those medications now, he has all these new medications, and his body really has to adjust. Plus, it has to adjust to the new lung, and it's still shifting, getting used to the body itself. But he's showing really good progress. Now that he's finally out of the hospital, they're going to try to do some physical therapy because, of course, he's lost a lot of strength because of the amount of time he's been in the hospital, and it's a major surgery. So people ask about me. I try to come home about once a week. I have support with my sister-in-law. She takes care of, the mail and stuff. I've come over here a couple of times to get some me time. I'm back to work full time. Luckily, I work at home, so I can work out of the apartment, which is still interesting because I'm sitting on a recliner to work, and Chuck's like, the other day, he's like, "Are you sleeping?"
I think it's the grand finale.
That must be at Perry Farm or something.
I'm thinking so. Because it's close by.
Yeah. So yeah, he's doing really good. So hopefully, they said we will have to stay up in Chicago at the longest August 10th. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, the end of July, like July 28th-ish. Preferably, the sooner the better for us.
That's fine. It's not till the 7th. The event starts on the 17th. We want to go to a yarn event.
Yep. So, yeah, this weekend I've had quite a bit to do with picking up some things for some other things that are going on, and I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, are you staying here Saturday? And I'm like, is it okay if I stay Saturday too? So me and Buddy are going up since tomorrow is Father's Day, and our youngest is going to be able to spend the time. Unfortunately, our oldest, her roommate got COVID, so she cannot come see Dad yet because she's been exposed to somebody that tested positive for COVID. So it may be a couple of months before she gets to see him again. But all's well.
There you have it.
Yeah.
There's your report for everybody that was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have gone very long because this is our second tape. Second battery, not tape. Do you want to remind the folks what to do?
Oh, I get to do that?
Yes, you do, because I mess it up.
Like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
All right, guys, check out the bags in Etsy store, Knit for Brains Designs. And then I won't say we will see you in 2 weeks. We don't know. I will definitely see you in 2 weeks. I will definitely be here, usually, no matter what. Yeah. Karen will, for a while longer, will be kind of up in the air. Mm-hmm. So if she's available, she'll be here. If she's not, then, well, it'll be me.
Hopefully it'll be sooner because obviously, this is a disaster. I got a lot of stuff.
Well,
Oh, a lot of it's taken on a new craft. Well, or a new old craft.
I did have the one podcast, because I did have 1 week that I did not podcast because I wasn't feeling well. So then the next podcast, it was like I had 11 FOs. Then a lot of acquisitions still, because I've still been pretty good about not purchasing. Mm-hmm. So I did order something this week for myself. Not yarn, but it is yarn related. But it'll be a while before it comes in because it's coming from Canada. But yeah, yep. I've been pretty good about not buying stuff. Yeah. Yay. Well, I look over and I'm like, yeah, I need to use some of this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been using it. Yeah. But I got a lot of yarn, so. Yeah.
So do I. So I will still continue to knit and crochet. Just right now, it's mainly cross stitch. Well, so I'll just combine some more of the.
I am actually. We'll be doing a scrapbook soon. Yeah. Because because I had a project I wanted to do actually for somebody for last Christmas, a scrapbook that did not get done, mainly because the person I asked to send me the pictures did not send me the pictures.
Oh.
So I'm going to contact a different person to get them to send me the pictures, and I know they will. So I will be actually doing a little bit of scrapbooking coming up. So
Now, did you used to do scrapbooking?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I have those paper trays
Oh, okay.
with all the cardstock in it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I never got into, really.
Oh, yeah. I did a ton. Well, you got to remember, Alisha was in dance.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she had went to Europe and different things, with dance and whatever. So I used to scrapbook everything. I have scrapbooks for all our animals. Yeah. And
I did make the padded photograph albums, though.
Oh, okay.
Where you would flip over the felt or the fabric over them and kind of like line them with some thin batting and put lace around them, and hot glue was my friend then. So I actually have my own wedding album that way, and I did several like that. So
yeah, so
but that was before all this, the sheets and all that stuff came in.
Yeah, I have, yeah. So, yeah, that'll be coming up. I just got to remember to text him, because texting my daughter just
didn't work.
No. And I don't know why I text her sometimes. It's go right to Phil. Well, I actually texted her and Phil at pretty much at the same time the other day about the dates when we're going to Kentucky, because Phil will be coming over to watch the rabbit. So I really just needed to text him, but I wanted to text her so that she wouldn't plan something for them to do and then be like, well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So Phil responded to me right away.
Yeah.
My daughter responded to me in 4 hours. And I responded to her with, oh, I thought your phone was broken. And I got back a, haha, hilarious, Mom. Now, if I didn't respond to her for 4 hours, no. If I didn't respond to her in 45 minutes, she would be calling my phone. She would be blowing it up.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, okay, I thought your phone was broken. And she's notorious for this.
Yeah, McAnna messaged me. It's like, oh, look what I'm doing, and to redo her bedroom, I think she said. And I was like, oh, aren't you moving? Because they're having a disaster with their landlord. So this is what she's working on.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? She's
Very
looking
good.
at redecorating her bedroom. I'm like, oh, like your current? I was like, your current bedroom? And I'm like, oh boy. And then she told me, oh no, we got a place August 2nd. Oh, nice of you to tell me.
Yeah. Kids.
All right. Battery saying it's in a red.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So I don't know if we're recording, but
So, we are. We will see you guys in 2 weeks.
bye.